In this video, we will talk about Kitsune, the shape-shifting fox spirits of Japanese folklore. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button. Also subscribe to our channel. Chronicles explained in Japanese folklore, Kitsune are mystical fox spirits, renowned for their intelligence, magical powers, and especially their shape-shifting abilities. They are said to live for hundreds of years, and as they age, their powers grow, along with the number of tails they possess, up to 9 in total. Kitsune are deeply woven into the spiritual and cultural traditions of Japan, often portrayed as messengers of the Shinto deity Inari. Their dual nature, both protective and mischievous, makes them complex and captivating figures in mythology. With tales of love, trickery, transformation, and divine service, Kitsune remain beloved icons in Japanese storytelling. Kitsune origins. Foxes with a divine connection. The concept of Kitsune likely evolved from the real-life presence of foxes in Japan and their close relationship with agriculture. Over time, these foxes were mythologized into supernatural beings, believed to serve the Shinto god Inari, who governs rice, fertility, and prosperity. Inari's foxes were white, symbolizing purity, and were seen as sacred messengers rather than ordinary animals. These divine foxes guarded temples and protected crops, becoming revered beings in many rural communities. Their connection to Inari gave Kitsune a powerful divine status that separated them from common spirits, embedding them deeply in both religion and daily life. 2. Shape-shifting magic. Human forms and illusions. One of the most famous traits of Kitsune is their ability to transform into human beings, particularly beautiful women, young girls, or elderly men. Stories often tell of Kitsune marrying humans or disguising themselves to interact with society. This shape-shifting is achieved through magic, sometimes requiring a skull, a leaf, or simply sheer will. While some Kitsune use this ability to live among humans peacefully, others do so to deceive or trick them. Their transformations are said to be so perfect that only subtle details, like a fox's shadow or tail, might betray their true identity. 3. The 9 tails, sign of wisdom and power. Folklore. Kitsune grow more tails as they age and gain experience, with the maximum being 9. Each additional tail marks a dramatic increase in power and intelligence. A 9-tailed fox is considered to be nearly godlike, capable of immense magical feats, including the ability to bend time, summon fire or lightning, and even read minds. These elder Kitsune are rare and deeply respected or feared. Their presence in a story often signals a turning point, as their wisdom can guide or deceive depending on the nature of their role. The more tails, the more awe-inspiring the Kitsune. 4. Benevolent versus Trickster. Zenko and Yokai Kitsune are often categorized into 2 broad types. Zenko, the good fox spirits that serve Inari and protect humans, and Yako, or Nogitsune, the wild foxes that delight in mischief and trickery. Zenko are typically white and divine, bringing blessings and guarding shrines. Yako, on the other hand, are unpredictable and known for playing cruel jokes, haunting people, or even possessing them. This duality reflects the complex nature of Kitsune in mythology. They are not strictly good or evil, but creatures of immense power, capable of shifting roles depending on the story and their personal intentions. 5. Kitsune marriages, love stories between foxes and humans. One of the most touching themes in Kitsune folklore involves romantic tales, where a kitsune falls in love with a human and marries them, often keeping their true identity secret. These stories are filled with emotion and tension, as the kitsune must hide their tale and nature. When discovered, the fox usually disappears forever, but often leaves behind a child or a gift. These tales explore themes of love, loss, identity, and the fragile balance between the spirit and human worlds. They also highlight the kitsune's longing for connection, despite being supernatural beings. 6. Possession and spirit influence in kitsune legends. In older Japanese beliefs, kitsune were thought capable of kitsunetsuki, the possession of human beings. Often, women were believed to be more susceptible to such possession, which could cause strange behaviors, illness, or supernatural speech. In such cases, priests or spiritual rituals would be used to drive out the spirit. Sometimes, the possession was not malevolent, but simply a kitsune seeking help or attention. These stories show how the kitsune's powers could impact humans both physically and mentally, and how they were taken seriously as spiritual forces within the traditional understanding of the unseen world. 7. Kitsune and Inari shrines, sacred messengers. Kitsune statues can be found guarding the entrances of thousands of Inari shrines across Japan. These fox guardians are typically portrayed holding a key, scroll, jewel, or sheaf of rice, symbols of their role as protectors of abundance and wisdom. People often leave offerings such as fried tofu, a kitsune favorite, at these shrines. The bond between kitsune and Inari is so strong that many see them not just as messengers, but also as avatars of the deity. These shrines offer a glimpse into how kitsune are honored and remembered as spiritual allies in everyday religious life. 8. Kitsune in Japanese literature and no theater kitsune have been popular figures in Japanese literature for centuries, appearing in everything from ancient folk tales to classic works like Ugetsu Monogatari. In no theater, kitsune roles are played with expressive masks and robes, portraying both their elegance and supernatural mystique. Their stories often revolve around transformation, hidden identity, and the struggle between love and duty. These cultural portrayals preserve the deep emotional and philosophical meanings behind kitsune myths, allowing audiences to connect with the spiritual and symbolic aspects of fox spirits through performance, poetry, and prose. 9. Modern representations of kitsune in pop culture. Today, kitsune appear in anime, manga, video games, and films, continuing to captivate audiences worldwide. Characters inspired by kitsune often have fox-like features, magical abilities, and a dual nature that reflects their folklore roots. From Naruto's Nine Tails to Pokemon's Nine Tails, the kitsune's legacy is alive and evolving. In modern retellings, they are sometimes heroes, sometimes villains, but always intriguing. These stories reinterpret traditional elements while introducing new dimensions, showing how the kitsune has become a flexible and enduring symbol of transformation, wisdom, and enchantment in both Japanese and global pop culture. 10. Kitsune myths. Beyond Japan, global fox spirit parallels. Although kitsune are uniquely Japanese, many cultures have fox spirits with similar traits. In China, the Hulijing is a fox spirit that also gains power with age and tails. In Korea, the Gumiho is a beautiful woman who may devour hearts. Even European tales, yes, feature cunning foxes with magical qualities. These global similarities suggest a universal fascination with foxes as intelligent, mysterious creatures that blur the line between nature and the supernatural. Kitsune stand out for their emotional depth, cultural richness, and spiritual symbolism, making them one of the most layered mythological beings in world folklore. Kitsune are among the most enchanting figures in Japanese folklore, known for their shape-shifting magic, clever minds, and emotional depth. They embody duality, both divine protectors and sly tricksters, making them incredibly versatile in stories. Whether seen as sacred guardians, playful spirits, or tragic lovers, Kitsune reflect the intricate bond between the human and spiritual worlds. Their enduring presence in shrines, literature, and modern media shows how deeply they resonate across generations. The legends of Kitsune continue to spark imagination, teaching timeless lessons about transformation, loyalty, and the beauty of embracing one's true nature, whether human, fox, or somewhere in between. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.